So, you want to build a gaming setup, but you don't really have the budget to go for a high-end gaming PC that will cost you $2,000 or even more. Well, today I'm going to show you guys how you can actually just spend $400 for your own gaming setup that has some peripherals and the hardware to run your games. So let's get straight to it. Okay, so the main thing we have to look at for the whole setup is what's going to power all the games. And also, if you want to watch Netflix, you can do so. But the thing we're going to look at is the Xbox Series S, because yes, this thing is really cheap and I mean it runs pretty well and runs very smoothly with a lot of games. And not just that, you also have the perks of like Xbox Game Pass, which is pretty useful, especially if you want to play a lot of good games and have online activities. Now the amount that this console is going to take up with our budget is going to take up $309 for the 512GB option. But if you do want to get more storage, you can go for the 1TB option, which will cost you about $330. Now, don't worry, all the stuff that I'm going to list in this video is going to be linked to the description below, so if you want to check it out for yourself and get them for yourself, you can do so right now. Well, you can probably say that the whole setup is done already because, well, you got a console, it comes with a free controller, and you can play games like that. Well, you can take that a step further because you can also use a mouse and keyboard with the Xbox Series S with a lot of games like Call of Duty, Fortnite, and so much more. So what are the peripherals that I recommend for the budget? Well, let's get straight to that. Now going to the keyboard, the one keyboard I would really recommend for anyone to go for, especially for a budget keyboard, is the one and only Gamdias Hermes E3. Now yes, this is a blue switch keyboard, it does have a lot of loud sounds to it, but I highly recommend it because not only is it small and very compact for your setup, especially because, I mean, depending on you're going to set up this stuff, depends how much space you're going to really have to move your arms around. Now this is a good keyboard to go for because it works really well and I really recommend it for anyone to get a beginner 60% gaming keyboard. Now we got the console and the keyboard, now we just need a mouse. Now there's tons of mice out there that we can go for in terms of going for cheaper options, and obviously there's a whole bunch of market of mice out there, but there's one I can recommend for anyone to go for, and that is the Logitech G305. Now not only is it Bluetooth and wireless, which is, it's a nice thing to have because not only do you have less little wires on the desk, but it also is very light and very easy to use. Now this mouse has been used in a long time and I've been using for a good amount of time and it's very useful. I really recommend it for anyone to go for. Now this will add another $30 to the setup, which means we basically have around about $60 or so left over to get anything else we want. Now we got everything we need. We got the Xbox Series S, we got the keyboard, we got the Logitech mouse. What else do we need? Obviously a monitor. Now I'm not going to show my monitor in my hand right now because, well, it's a big monitor, but I do use the Samsung M7, which would basically break your bank because that thing is very expensive and it's a 4K monitor, which I think is a bit overkill. But there are tons of monitors out there on the market that are very cheap. You can also look at eBay to find monitors that are more suitable for your budget. Now there is a monitor that I will say that is probably a good option to look at, is the Cool Master monitor. I'll probably just put a photo up here for you guys. But that monitor is a really good monitor because not only does it have 100 Hz, but it's also got G-Sync, which is a nice thing to have, especially for your gaming performance. But otherwise, that's how you can build your own gaming setup for just $400, and I mean, it's perfect. I mean, I've been using this type of setup for a long time and it worked for me for a good amount of time and I had tons of fun and experience with this whole setup. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of the setup? And do you have any more recommendations of systems that can be added to a $400 budget? Otherwise, have a good day. See you guys next video and be safe. Bye.